Hi everyone, welcome to Creative Stampin' Designs. My name is Karen. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Central New Jersey, and we're going to make a fun fold card today. If you're hopping on, say hi, let me know where you're from. Hey Jamie. Alright. I'm going to get started because there's a couple little things going on with this card. I'm using the Crafting With You bundle. That's the stamp set. And these are all the wonderful dies that come with it. I only did a little bit of cutting ahead of time, but I'm actually not using the paper trimmer. That's my favorite one, the paper trimmer. I love it. I bought this because I love the paper trimmer. Okay, and then I'm also using just the one sentiment for you from the Lasting Joy. So we are going to get started. I did a little bit of cutting, but I am going to have to cut some stuff. So I'm starting with a panel of Pool Party. That is 4 1/4 by 11. I did score it already at 5 1/2, but I do have to make the other score lines. So it's at 5 1/2. Oops, pull my arm out. And then I'm going to score it at 6 3/4. And again at 8 7/8. Okay, and that's all the scoring. That's all I need the paper cutter for. Everything else, I believe, is done. I think I have everything else done. Oops, oh, paper fell. Okay, so we are going to, I have to get my bone folder out. Alright, so I'm going to fold it in half on the 5 1/2 inch score line. And then the 6 3/4 inch score line, I'm folding it back. Oops, piece of paper. Hi Michelle, hi Barbara, thanks for joining. And the 8 7/8 we're folding forward again. So whoops. So it's going to be an easel card. I don't make too many of these, but I really do like them. But it's a book fold easel card. All right, so we're going to start by just putting a little bit of liquid glue right on this part because we want that to stay closed. And then I have, this is the Bright and Beautiful DSP and a panel of Lost Lagoon, which is my absolute favorite color. I was so happy when Lost Lagoon came back. And we're just going to adhere these together. Just like that. All right, and then I do have another panel. This is 1 1/8 by 4 1/8. I'm sorry, the DSP is 1 inch, 1 by 4. Sorry, the Lost Lagoon is 1 1/8 by 4 1/8. I'm just going to adhere this like that, maybe. See, this is why I like liquid glue, especially when I'm live, because it gives me a little weight. See, now I'm crooked. I really hate when I'm crooked. Let's see if I can get this off. Okay, I'm going back to liquid glue. All right, so this panel here, the small panel, is going to get adhered right here. Just like that. And I'm not going to adhere this panel yet till I get the artwork part done. Okay. But it is going to go right here on this, so it'll be up like that. Okay, maybe it's going to go that way, because it's going to be facing two different ways, because when it's closed, the lines will be this way, but then when it opens, they're going to be the other way. I didn't think that one through when I picked the DSP. So we're just going to put that panel on the side and that one for right now. All right, I have just a panel of white, and I am going to have to die cut. That's the wrong stamp. Okay, so I have the basket, and I have the yarn this time. The basket we are going to stamp in crumb cake, because baskets are usually brown, I think. All right. And then I'm going to stamp the yarn a couple times. I'm going to stamp it once in Pool Party. Make sure this isn't too dark. No, the Pool Party's good. My Lost Lagoon, oh my goodness, it is so juicy. There we go. When I stamped with it originally to see if I liked it, I could not even see where the little marks on the yarn. I couldn't see the detail. So, whoops. What I'm going to do so that you can see the detail is I have a sponge dauber, and I'm just going to ink that up and put the ink on the stamp like that. So when you get an extra juicy stamp pad, like I said, this one here is, make sure I got all the pieces. This one's like really juicy. I think the darker colors tend to be a little juicier. Okay. I mean, the colors are similar, but they're a little different. And we're just going to put this on the side for right now. Let me clean it so in case I want to do another color. And just going to put the dies for it, which, okay, this is for the basket, and I had the yarn, there it is. That's for the yarn. And we're just going, I'm going to die cut these real quick. And I do have to go through twice because I only have one yarn die. See, I'm a little prepared with my tape this time. And this one, oh, goes this way. This is a really fun set to play with. It's more fun when you can line the things up. This is why I have I always have things pre-cut, because I am such a horrible die cutter. Get one more piece. Okay, I'm just going to cut these real quick. I'll be right back. Hope you're all having a good day. Not a very nice day here. I had to run out real quick after work, and the sky was really black. And sure enough, when I was heading home, it started pouring. Oh, my goodness, sorry. These are, this is why I do a lot of die cutting before. These are not cooperating with me at all. Every time I go to put the plate on top, it moves. But I wanted to show you how I was gonna, what to do if you have a extra inky pad. Even my basket didn't cut right. All right, that's all right. It'll be fine. Nobody's really going to see that part. Okay, I did, and I forgot to emboss this piece. Okay, so I cut a panel of Bubble Bath. Yeah, Bubble Bath with the, I believe it was the second largest. Let me just double check so you have the right one. It was the second largest square. Nope, yep, it's second from the largest square. So I already die cut that, and I just wanted to emboss it to give it a little texture. Now, I am using the Basics embossing folders, and they are on back order right now. Sorry. But they will be back. So I'm just going to emboss this panel real quick. I find myself using this embossing folder a lot. It's like my favorite one. Hi, Terry Lynn. Hi, Carol. Thanks for joining. All right, so I'm going to adhere this panel to a Lost Lagoon mat. Closer to the edge so it sticks. Hi, Val. I just saw that you hopped on, too. Okay. So, it's going to go like this on the card. I'm going to have this like this. So, I am going to pop up the basket so I can put the yarn behind it. And again, I didn't get my pokey tool thing out. I'm just going to put the basket right like this. I want to put it up a little bit because I'm going to put the other thing of yarn on the bottom. And then I'm going to put, we're going to use a glue dot for this yarn. We're just going to put this one in, actually we're going to put this one in the basket. We're just going to kind of slip this right behind like that. And then this one we're going to pop up, but I'm just going to put the dimensionals on the bottom because it's going to overlap the basket a little bit. So we'll just put two of them right on the bottom. And we're going to put this just like that. Okay, and then we're going to pop this up. This card will definitely be taking extra postage, I could tell you that now. Whenever you do a lot of popping up of things, it tends to take extra postage. I think most of my cards do when I mail. My cards, they're usually all, I think it's 78 cents now. So I keep a scale handy so I can weigh them just to be sure. Okay, I think I got them all off. Whoops. All right, so we're going to put this right up like this. You know, I want to make sure I get it as close to the center as I can. That looks centered. Okay, so put this right up here. And then I have just a couple strips of paper just to give it a little, I don't know. I was going to put ribbon on the bottom, but then I changed my mind. I'm just going to put these, so I have another panel of the pool party, which is 3.5 inches, and the bubble bath is 3 inches. I'm just going to go just like that, and then this is going to get adhered down. I'm going to use a little liquid glue. And we're just going to slip it. Oh, I just realized what I did. Okay, there we go. Good thing I didn't press that down too hard. This is going to go just right under there like that. Okay, now it's going to come the challenging part. This I cut out from the Countryside dies. I already cut it out. I just wanted a small banner. So I used this small one and cut it out. Just going to scrap piece of white paper. And I just have the sentiment for you that I need to get in the center. I lost my stamp pad. There it is. I need to get it right in the center of this, and since this is a photopolymer stamp, I should be able to do it. I want to bring it down to the darker line so I could see. Oops. I'm going to hope that's in the center. All right. And I'm just going to use, I'm just going to have it like this. I need a small dimensional for this. And I always keep scraps around. I use every bit of my dimensionals. I don't know about you, but I sit and I cut all the edges and, all right. That and a glue dot. And that should hold this. And we're going to put it right here at the top. Try and get that straight too. Okay. Now we're going to adhere this right here to this panel, and I'm going to put the glue on this panel. But there's going to be a little bit of a mat around the bottom, so I'm not going to go all the way to the edge. Okay, so then this will stand up like this. So we're going to do the inside. Oh, I forgot. I knew I forgot something. Okay, not a big deal. I pre-cut these, and that's why I forgot. I just have to put them together. The scissors. I love these little scissors. Okay, but I wanted different color handles, so I cut two. I cut the one in silver and the one in Lost Lagoon, and I'm just can't catch them. I'm just going to cut the top off, and I'm going to adhere it to the silver. And we're going to get we're going to use my tweezers if I can find them, because when I did this before with another card with the scissors, and my hand gets a little shaky when I'm trying to line it up. So we're just going to put a little bit of glue, and I don't want to put too much because if it smears on the silver. Oh my goodness. I need to turn them though. That went on a lot easier than I expected it to. I got my big order placed yesterday. Well, I had to, for the my paper shares, so I had to expedite it. But if you are placing your orders, just be patient. Stampin' Up! Is still a little bit behind with the orders. Okay. So now I get this goes like that. Okay, so I'm going to put these, I want to make sure I have the scissors the right way. Okay, and I'm going to use a glue dot because I'm going to put a little, one of the, what are they called? Festive pearls, I think they are. So I'm actually going to just put the glue dot right where the line is, or the little hole there. And I do have them out. I just have to see what I did with them. And I'm going to put just a little silver one right in the center. It's going to go over the glue dot, just like that. So it looks like the little screw or whatever's in the scissors. And I'm just going to put these on right like that. Okay, but I'm going to use just a little bit of liquid glue to hold them. I'm not going to pop these up. Just going to put a tiny bit. Just give it a second. I love the little scissors too. I just thought those were so cute. Okay, now I'll do the inside. So on the inside, all I'm going to do on the corners, because I have, where's my sentiment? Okay, what I did, I wanted to show you, I cut the hoop out in the Lost Lagoon. Then I put the dimensionals on to hold it together, but I'm going to clip off the little hoop part because I don't need a hoop with the yarn. And I'm going to stamp the sentiment on here and then cut it out again so I just get the centerpiece with the stitches around it. That's the wrong. I'm trying to find everything here. And I'm just stamping it, sending you a handmade hug. Whoop. It. Okay. All right, and I'm going to just die cut this real quick. Be right back again. This one doesn't have to be as perfect because it's a circle, so I can turn it if it's not straight. There. This was the hoop, so it comes apart when you cut it. So now I have this, and I'm just going to adhere it to the center. Just like that. Because I wanted a mat around it, but the round punch was too big. Okay, so now on this panel, I'm just going to stamp, here it is, the flowers in the corners. And the photopolymer stamps don't work as well when you do with the markers. So what I did, because I did try this ahead of time, I'm stamping it with the Bubble Bath, but then I have my Lost Lagoon Stampin' Right marker, and I'm just going over. If you're going over, you have a dark color going over a light color, it works fine. You don't want to do a light color over the dark, because the dark ink can get on your marker then. Okay. Just gave it a little huff. Okay, the only thing with doing it like this, is you have to clean it in between, because I don't want, oops, I don't want the Lost Lagoon in my Bubble Bath stamp pad. Yeah, the red rubber stamps work great when you do ink to the Stampin' Right marker to the stamp, but the photopolymers don't work as well. There you go. And oh, you know what? I wanted to put them on the bottom. That's okay. If I decide to put them on the bottom, I can do that later. All right, we're going to adhere this, because I got glue on there. And I've been looking down, so if you hopped on and I missed you, or you left a comment, I will go back to read the comments as soon as I'm done. Let's see if we get this straight this time. Okay, so then this panel will get glued on the inside. Come on. That doesn't want to open for me. Well, my scissors are up a little high. So this is going to get glued right in there. Okay, and then I'm going to carefully take the dimensionals off so that I don't pull this piece apart. And there are extra dimensionals, but that's because I'm trying to hold it together. And then this is going to go right here. So you don't need a sentiment on the inside. This is your inside sentiment. So I'm going to put it right like that. So it'll stand up like that. And then you can write up on the top. And I'm just going to add a couple. I know these say soft succulent, but they're going to work for me. There we go. All right. That's the card. I'm just going to do the envelope back real quick, and we're done. So if I would have had everything die cut, it would have gone a little quicker. But of course, the machine had to give me a little problem. All right, so this was a little bit short, so I'm improvising here. I knew it was short too. I meant to cut a bigger piece, but that's okay. We're going to just cut this down. And I'm just going to cut this little bit of envelope off because you still have enough sticky stuff to seal it. And if not, a lot of times I use the Stampin' seal to seal my envelope. And I am going to stamp the front, but I'll do it later. I'm just going to probably put the yarn or the flowers on the front. So there you have it. That's the easel card. And I do like them. I just don't do them that often. And I love this set. This, like I said, it's one of my favorite sets. And you can use this for anything, any occasion. All the measurements, everything will be on my blog on Friday. CreativeStampinDesigns.com. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to email me at CreativeStampinDesigns@gmail.com. I will plan to be back next Wednesday at 4 o'clock. All right, thanks for joining, and I hope to see you next week. Bye, everyone.